Okay, I'm going to be telling you how to compress time and get more work done in a shorter time. Okay, because a lot of people ask me how I'm able to do multiple things. Like I make music, I'm running a business of my own, I blog daily, I shoot videos like this, I interview people, I do a lot of affiliate marketing on the side, and I'm also a spiritual guy. I have my own spiritual routine and stuff like that. So I do multiple things, and a couple of my friends asked me, hey Sid, how are you able to manage your time and stuff? So I just want to tell you 5 things that I've been doing, and which you can take some, maybe you'll have your own ways of doing it, but this is what has been working for me, and I would just want to share with you in this video on 5 ways that I compress my time to get a lot more done. Okay, so let's start with the first one. First and the most important thing is you need to have your focus areas in life clearly defined. Okay, for example, I give the example like this. Now let's say you want to, if you want to search for something on Google, suppose you want to specifically search for a way on how you can, let's say a WordPress plugin which you want to use to prevent spam on your WordPress blog, just for example. Okay, now if you search for best WordPress plugin for spam clearing, you're going to be finding a lot of answers. So it's again, what is your intention? You have a very clear focus on what you want, and you'll get those results. Whereas if you just go to Google and just type A or B, C, or any random word out there, you're going to get a bunch of search results, and it's going to waste a lot of your time. So I'm using this analogy or this example just to tell you that if you're not very clear on specific focus areas in your life, you're going to lose a lot of time. Trust me, a lot of time. And in fact, today we are in the information age, and there's too much of information out there. So it can be like, sometimes you may just click on a website, you just click on another website, click on a blog, and you may just waste the whole day like that. And that's how life can also fly by if you do not have your focus areas. So for me, my focus areas are very, very clearly defined now. For me, my focus areas are Scion, my affiliate marketing business, my spiritual life, and my music. So I just have these 4 things, and if anything is not falling into any of these 4 buckets, I'm not going to be pursuing that much, or I don't want to waste more time with that. So I'm some people, I don't know, they may call me that I'm not a very social guy and things like that, but trust me, that has worked for me. I'm very, very focused on these 4 areas. Okay, so the first point is getting your focus areas in life clearly defined. Sit in a quiet place and find out what areas in your life are the most important for you. Okay, second thing is, it's just my opinion. It's just based on my personality probably, but I speak less and hear more. Okay, God has given us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So I try to follow that, and I don't like to speak more, rather I'd like to hear more of what people like to speak. And by doing that, you're going to be getting more inputs, and you're going to be getting more opportunity to actually learn. Okay, so that is a tip that I've been, even when I speak to people, I like to just get straight to the point without beating around the bush. Even in this video, I'm giving you analogies and examples, but I'm just not talking about my life story and stuff like that. I'm just coming straight back to the point. The first point is focus areas. Second point is speak less and hear more. Okay, so probably that's my personality type, but a lot of people I know, they like to speak more, and as I've heard and learned, good listeners are good learners. Okay, so you can actually get more into your brains and more into your mind by speaking less and hearing more. Point number 3 is I make my ears into a bottomless well. Okay, how I say that is, how I compress time is because I know all of us have just 24 hours a day, and we can only do so much in a day, right? So a beggar has 24 hours, a wealthy millionaire has 24 hours, but it's what you do in those 24 hours. And I'm not asking you to cut short your sleep and stuff like that. If you're sleeping for a good 7, 8, 9 hours, okay, 9 hours is too much, but at least 6 to 8 hours a day, that's a good time for you to sleep. But then there is a lot of other downtime that happens besides the time that you work. Okay, like for example, when I'm driving to work, I usually plug in my ears with something, with some training audios and stuff like that. So I basically make my ears into a bottomless well, where I keep hearing something either related to spirituality, either something related to technology and the industry that I'm in, or affiliate marketing, and basically an inspiration from people who are achieving success. Okay, so drive time, any other downtime. Let's say I'm also at work and I'm doing something mechanical. That's also a good time for me to hear stuff. Okay, and then based on whatever I hear, I'm able to assimilate all that knowledge and probably come and synthesize all of that and create videos like this for you. Okay, So that's making my ears into a bottomless well. Number 3. So coming to point number 4 is stop thinking of education as linear. Okay, that's something which I truly believe in right now after so many years of after I flunked my 12th grade and stuff like that. And the way that I've been taught from my childhood days, even you possibly are watching this video, in your upbringing, you're taught that you've got to go to school, get good grades, get a safe and secure job. It's very linear. People they tell you that you've got to work. Everything is linear. So you got to do a lot of things for a while. You got to study for a long time, and then you got the golden pot at the end of that. Trust me, the world is not like that anymore. Maybe for a few industries, but not for all. But how I look at it is learning today is all about learning, doing, and teaching all simultaneously. Because whatever I'm learning now, a few videos that I watched a couple of days back, I'm synthesizing all of that, comparing to what I've been doing in my life, and I'm just sharing that in the form of a video. So I'm learning, doing, teaching simultaneously. That way, even the retention is also there more. When I share something immediately, what I learn and what I've personally been applying in my life, it gets into my system much faster. Okay, so same thing even when it comes to internet marketing, affiliate marketing, making money online. A lot of stuff what I speak on the videos is something that I've learned, I've done, and just share it with with the people who are watching my videos, and they're able to apply it and get results in their business. Okay, so that is stop thinking of education as linear. It's not linear. That's why I truly think that today's education system is kind of flawed in a way. Schools should move more towards getting students to learn, do, and also teach at the same time. Teach somebody else. So that I think that is the best way to retain and experience that knowledge, and in the true sense. It's not just head, it's not just theory, which is why I never like sitting in classrooms and listening to my teachers for hours together. Okay, that's a totally different topic. Number 5 is probably the way I'm built. I'm always looking for shortcuts. Okay, shortcuts is not a bad thing, but it's sometimes when you're always looking for shortcuts, you will find a way. Now, what I mean by shortcuts is, I'm not saying doing things the illegal way. I'm looking at finding genuine shortcuts to legally reach your goal much faster. So I look at it like the string theory. Like all of you know about the string theory, right? You got a piece of paper, and you've got, let's say you have 2 points here, right? You got 2 points at both the ends of this paper. You got one here and one here. And if I have to go from one end to the other, instead of traveling all this way linear, all I can do is just fold the piece of paper and kind of, like how in the movie Interstellar they show this example of going through a wormhole. Now that's exactly how compressing time today is. It's all about looking for shortcuts, or looking for ways, or looking for wormholes that you can get to, where you can cut short your learning curve. Make your learning curve much faster than how it normally is. So how do you do that? One is modeling the best, or look at find mentors who are actually good at a particular thing. Go and learn something from them and start modeling the best people. Okay. So when it came to blogging, I had around 4 or 5 different mentors who I knew were making over 6 figures using their blogs. So what I did is I just studied their blogs. I just looked at a macro view on what they're doing, what kind of posts they're doing, what are the key components on their blog, and I just model them. Okay, modeling is different from copying. Copying is if I'm just ripping off exactly the same thing, but here I'm copying the same thing and I'm tweaking it to my own flavor, which is what's called modeling. So it's not about just ripping off exactly the same pieces of content, but I basically take the same ideas from the people who are already doing well. And that's the reason my blog did over $25,000 income disclaimer. Results are not typical, but over the last 6 months, my blog has been able to generate that much money because I've been modeling the guys who are really good in this. Okay, so that's the other thing is model the best mentors, and the second one is read blogs. I wouldn't say read just blogs, but even books, because reading can help you cut short the learning curve by a long way. In fact, I picked this up from Brian Tracy. Even if you're able to read something for 10-15 minutes a day over the span of 2 or 3 years, you're going to be the expert in your niche. So just to recap all the points that I said, number 1, your focus areas in life need to be very, very clear on what your purpose is and what you're going to do. Number 2 is speak less and hear more, because that's how we have been designed. You've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Make your ears into a bottomless well. So wherever you get the downtime, Just keep putting information into your ears. Trust me, you won't be the same person 3-4 years from now if you start applying it. Number 4, stop thinking of education as linear. It's not about learning something for a long time and getting the golden pot at the end of that. It's about learning, doing, and teaching at the same time. And number 5 is look for your wormholes, look for shortcuts, look for ways based on what your focus areas are, look for the shortcuts on how you can achieve that. Okay, so these are some of the things that I can just share with you based on my personal experience. I'm not saying it is the best method, but it has worked for me, and I'm sure it can work for you. Okay, so these are my tips. Share your thoughts below, and I would love to know what techniques that you've been using to compress time. If there's any other ideas, I would love to learn from you as well. Bye bye.